Hi, this is Pearson.
And this is Pearson. Welcome to the P Squared Podcast. All right, we're back for number 4, number cuatro. So you said that we were going to make it to number 5, right?
Yes.
So we're going to make it to number 5. So we're guaranteed at least one more podcast before we're done for good with Little P's calculations. Or you said at least 5, right? Or is it going to be 5 and that's it?
At least.
At least 5? Okay, so it could be more than 5. So we could be moving on up. We're going to meet George Jefferson next. I just dated myself. So anyway, this is podcast number 4, I'll say. Or it could be podcast number 5. I don't know. We're going to see today if any of you guys responded over whether we need to do a live one on the road on Friday. If we do, that's going to be number 4, and this is going to be number 5. But we're going to see. It's up to the listeners; they get to decide whatever they say. If anyone does, but we'll see. This could be number 4, or number 5. But today we have a guest with us. His name is Doug. Doug, say hi to the people.
Yes, sir. Hello, everybody.
So he is a friend of mine that has an interesting backstory that we may or may not get into. I don't know. It just depends on if we're feeling good or if we're not feeling good. What do you think? Are we feeling good?
Feeling pretty good.
We're feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
So I just found out that he just came back from Red Robin.
Yum.
Yeah, had dinner at Red Robin. And you know why I'm bringing this up? Because no one in this house has had dinner tonight. So we're a little hungry, and then we were laying, and the boys were actually running up and down the stairs, chasing each other or something over a telephone, and we were in the room, and
They chasing each other over like a landline telephone?
No.
they've never seen one of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't know
That
what that
happened.
is. What, huh? Oh, we did. Okay, you have seen one of those.
Okay.
Yeah, no, one of them stole the other one's phone, and
Okay.
Well, okay, so my brother decides that, first of all, he chose the basement room to get away from everybody. But lately, he's been coming upstairs and coming in my room when I'm laying down peacefully and deciding to play his music all loud for no reason at all. So then today, I just got fed up, so I took his phone and I ran and hid into the bathroom. That's all it was.
So your response to him coming up playing music was, I'm going to take his phone.
Absolutely.
yeah,
I'm still not seeing the logic in that.
Well,
there is no logic. There's no logic.
If I take his phone,
Uh-huh.
then I pause the music. How does he play music if he doesn't have his phone?
Oh, he's playing music on the phone. Okay, got it.
Okay, that makes sense. So then, but why don't you want him to come to your room?
I don't mind him coming to my room, but coming to my room loud and obnoxiously.
Mm-hmm. I do it every day.
You asked me why I paused it.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was like when we were growing up. It
Well,
was a
I was
landline.
about to say, we didn't have that.
If you picked up the phone, somebody else was on the phone. So the argument started, get off the phone.
Mm-hmm.
In which you're going back and forth when you're getting off the phone, because I need to use the phone. That's usually how phone
I
fights
remember
started.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be like, I need to use the phone. Use the phone all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I need to use the phone too. And then mom get on there, shut up! Everybody get off the phone. See what you did? Yeah, that's what we did, because there's only one phone.
Mm-hmm. I'm expecting a call.
Did you guys ever have a party line? Did you ever have that?
No. I think I did a 3-way once, but we never had a party line. A 3-way phone call once. And it was like mind-blowing, because you had 2 of your friends on the phone at the same time.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Like now the kids think, everything's just all, they have everything. But I remember when each little thing happens, it's just like, oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Star 69, I gotta try that.
I gotta do that. Oh, you can block too? Oh my goodness, what is this? Yeah, it was all these different things they got now. I remember when video calling first happened. Like, that was sci-fi movie stuff.
If you saw someone else's face while you're talking, yeah.
Yep, sci-fi movie stuff, and all of a sudden now it's just commonplace. Everybody just does it all the time, like it's nothing, and then it's just weird. I mean, I know we're dating ourselves, but Little P, you should feel young.
Usually, I don't want people FaceTiming me because I'm like, you messing up my data plan. It's nice and everything, but it's costing me money.
I just well, the kids like to do it now, but the kids do it and don't even look at each other. So okay, so that's the question. Why do you guys FaceTime all the time but don't look at each other when you're FaceTiming?
One, calling someone on the phone and FaceTiming, the quality of the sound are two different things. FaceTiming, the quality is way better.
Is it?
Yes.
But it breaks up more, right?
I mean, it can, depending if you're on Wi-Fi or not, but I'm just saying. Also, calling someone is just
so what if somebody doesn't have iPhone?
Then I call them.
But you don't like it?
I really just text them.
Some people say they don't answer texts that come from my phone.
What?
They don't answer texts that doesn't come from my phone.
Yeah, a lot of people
They
do
were like,
that.
if it doesn't have a blue bubble or something.
Yeah, because what the blue bubble means is another iPhone, and it's through iMessage,
right?
Which can go through Wi-Fi.
Yeah, then if it's green, then
it's digital. It goes over the airwaves. Yeah,
that's data. I think iMessage is not data, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
Though that might be why though, because they might have the limits, and so they that makes sense.
Like, you can text off an iMessage and not have a
mess up your data plan or anything.
Like, you don't have to have like a data plan. Like, you can have an iPad.
Oh, like an iPad and still
or like an iPod or something and still use it.
Yeah, the most I remember, what was it? Pagers.
Man, I had a pager and I thought I was fly. I had a pager. I had me a sky pager. I thought I was doing it.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be doing a lot of throwbacks in these conversations, and I'm very nostalgic.
I did. I had one, and I bought it off this girl who had to get rid of it because her boyfriend was a drug dealer and he needed to get rid of it or something. Yeah, it's crazy. But I got it for $40.
Anyone with a pager was a drug dealer back then.
I know, basically.
Yeah, if you have
basically. Because why would you need to have? But I had one because I thought it was cool. You had it on your hip. It's like now when they had the cell phones on their hip, you had it on your hip, and somebody called you. You know how a pager works?
No.
All right. So what happens is the pager has a number, and you call the number, and you put in your number next, or you can put in a message, but it's numbers. All numbers. It's all numbers. And then what you would get on the page is like a little box, and it would say the number, and then you would go to a payphone or another phone or whatever, and then dial the number that came up on the pager.
That doesn't sound too bad. That sounds pretty cool.
Well, I mean, that's
really cool.
Yeah, because that's the only way. Like, if you were now, you have cell phones, you can get in contact anywhere. But back then, if you weren't at home or at work, no one could get in. You couldn't get in touch with anybody because you couldn't call them. So a pager, like doctors still use pagers to this day because they're very reliable. You can get a signal, to a pager anywhere, and they'll be people's pagers. And cell phones, if you're in a basement or if you're in a whatever, they're not reliable. But pagers are, so they still have pagers. I think they're the only people, right, that use pagers still?
Doctors are the only people I was actually seeing with a pager.
Yeah.
Because, you would call, and depending on who your friends were, you can put in special codes. Like, you don't need to call me back, but if I put in code 478, that means meet me at so-and-so's house, or 321, call so-and-so. Like,
you had codes for different people. And certain people have a 911, but it can only be one. It can only be one person, or you had, when they put the code in, you had a system that you would do, because you couldn't. It couldn't be like, oh, this is this number is given. It would just show up the code, so you had to, what to did with the codes.
It was the number you put in, not the number you were calling from, right?
Yeah, the number you put in. So you had to put in whatever you put in is whatever they would see, and so you would have different codes for, like me and your Uncle Jerry. We had several codes for what, because he was about the only person that called me. Now your mom called me a couple times, but she called me and gave me a fake pager number, and yeah.
Wait, so So you put in a number, like a phone number?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you put in a number. Most times it's a phone number if you don't know the person. But if you do know the person, you could put in a code because you guys had made codes. Like, we had 111. If it was 111, I would always call Jerry at his house. If I saw 111 on the pager. Because it could only show numbers. I think it can show 9 numbers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it can show 9 numbers. So if you don't know the person, you
10,
just put in your...
10, 301, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, 10 numbers.
Yeah.
So you put in, they put the number in. If you don't know the person, you just put your number that you want them to call you back on. And they would look at the number. They'd go to a payphone usually and dial the number that's on there.
And they would say, did somebody call me from this number?
Yep. Did somebody call you from this number?
People still say that to this day.
Yeah.
Did somebody call from this number?
That's how it started. Because
Mm-hmm.
you did, sometimes you didn't know the number. I mean, most of the time, you knew the number because if they had your pager number, it's because you knew them. But sometimes you didn't.
And then you had that one friend who had the really fancy pager, which could put letters in it.
Oh yeah, those things were expensive.
Oh, they were really expensive.
Let me see if I can get it on. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up because you don't even know it. You know what it looked like?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's about...
Oh, well,
That clips to your hip.
Yeah.
It's like a great thing.
oh yeah. Yeah, it's like that. So it was yeah, I remember those days because when you're in the middle of nowhere or something.
You can rely on a pager, though.
Yeah.
Cell phone?
But I didn't need one.
I didn't need that.
I just had one until I think I used it for like 3-4 months and then it got cut off just because I had to pay the bill.
And you had a bill. That's
yeah,
right.
Had the bill.
It was like $15, $16. Well,
Yeah.
mine was like $15, $16.
Yeah, I think mine was $9.99, and it only lasted because all right. So you know how now you can just go online and pay a bill. You couldn't do that. You had to go to the place or mail it in or whatever, and I'd have to go to the place and me, you know how I procrastinate. So let's say do it on the 5th or the 10th or the 15th or whatever. I would wait to the 5th, and then all of a sudden I don't have a ride to get up there to the place to to pay it, and then cut off.
We're making life sound so hard in the 90s.
Well, I mean, it's just what you did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just you had to go to the remember you had to make a queue at the electric bill place at the gas, but you couldn't paying in line. Everybody, certain days everybody's there, all paying the bill.
Was that just being young and broke and waiting till the last minute?
Probably.
Because I remember in those days, I would always wait till the last minute and I'm like, man, I can't mail this in.
Man, you got
Where's the office at? I'm gonna drive to the office on the last day.
I remember like the older people would be like would have a day where they just sat down at the table and wrote all their checks and mailed all the stuff in. And I was like, I can't just be sending checks to people. I
don't know when it's gonna clear.
Yeah.
I don't know when it's going to clear.
You're sending checks to people. What is this?
I need them to cash it within 3 days.
Exactly. Sometimes they hold it and what is this? I'm thinking this, how much money I got, and I don't have that money.
I had a system. Okay, I'm gonna take some cash out and go straight to, at that time it was Metrovision, Multivision, which is now Comcast. And I would wait till the last day, right before they're ready to cut it off, and go to that window. Yep. Paying my fee.
They still have the windows, but now only time anybody goes in there is to drop off equipment.
Boxes, okay.
Yeah. Or get more equipment. But now you can just do it. Now you can really do it online. They just send it to you. And you can they even send you now. They send you boxes and you can, and then send it off.
I've had Verizon for about 10 years. FiOS for about 10 years now. I haven't had to go in once.
Yeah, I mean, the only time we had to go in, this is probably about 5 years ago. We had to drop it off at the Verizon store over there by the Sprint store, over by where Genghis Khan and Panera Bread is, right over in that little plaza.
Okay.
Yeah, we had to drop it off over there because we mailed it in, and the people somehow they looked at the wrong mailbox or something, and they sent it back to us. Instead of sending it to Verizon. The mailman got it, picked it up, took it wherever he tasted it, and then the next day it was back on our doorstep.
Everything they've mailed directly to me. If I need to send it back, go to the UPS store. They give me a pre-printed label. That's it. I haven't had to go to a Verizon store for equipment in years.
That's the last time I did it.
Mm-hmm.
But that was it. It was crazy.
Yeah, cable, cell phone, and telephone. It's gotten very easy compared to what it used to be.
Exactly. Everything's so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
So back to Red Robin,
Yum.
because I definitely didn't eat. What do you get when you go there?
Well, Wednesday night is family night. Kids eat for $1.99. They specialize in burgers. Today I got fish and chips.
They have that? They have fish there?
Mm-hmm. No, it's Red Robin fish. It's not like Red Lobster fish. Well,
You like Red Robin, right, Little P?
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
You don't remember Red Robin?
You don't remember? You don't remember if you like it?
We haven't had it in years. We don't eat there.
Oh, well, it's burgers. They specialize in burgers. And all types of burgers.
I get one burger when I go there.
That's all you need. In the bottomless
No,
fries.
I mean, I get
The same one.
the same burger every time I go there. It's the Royal Red Robin, the one with the egg.
Oh, I was gonna say the one with the egg.
Yep, the one with the egg. That's the only. I always get that. That's all I get every time.
I did that once. I didn't like it.
That's all.
Nah.
I love it. But you have to make sure they cook my egg good, because they like to leave it halfway cooked, so it's all running all over the thing.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
No, that's not how I like it.
Even in the picture, it's...
Yep, I know, but I don't know.
You didn't look at the picture and
don't want no runny egg. I do not like runny egg. Even though I understand, and I've had runny egg before, and it tastes exactly the same as a non-runny egg. But I just don't like runny eggs. I just don't like the stuff slobbering down my burger and looking all crazy. Unless it's cheese.
So you don't like sunny side up or over easy?
Not easy, but I make it over hard.
What does that mean?
Over hard?
Yeah.
Over easy?
Over easy is you can poke it and the yellow stuff will pop out.
And run everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like mine running. I like mine non-runny.
Okay.
That's it. I've always been like that. I don't know why. Ever since I was a kid, I like my eggs. Whenever I go to a restaurant, I don't even get them scrambled, because I don't believe that the people are going to scramble them the way I want them. So I always get them over hard.
Well, what is it? There's scrambled, hard, sunny side up, over easy, poached.
I like poached.
I do like poached. What else can you get?
Boiled.
Boiled.
That's about it, right?
I'm sure we're missing
Any
one.
more?
I don't know.
How do you like your eggs?
Scrambled
Hard or soft?
in the middle.
I mean, if you go to a restaurant, what do you tell them?
I don't tell them anything. I don't
You don't
get,
order eggs from
They're
them?
going to ask you, how do you want your egg?
No, I don't get eggs.
He didn't order eggs at restaurants.
Because they give me headaches.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, like if I eat eggs at like IHOP or like a breakfast place anywhere, it gives me a headache.
But you eat them here.
Yeah, I can eat them. I can eat when I make them, but like other people's eggs, I don't know.
You eat my eggs.
No, I'm talking about like restaurants. Like they're not the same.
It's probably they might use those liquid eggs.
Yeah, it depends on the type of eggs they use. I'm not picky about my eggs. Depending on where I go, I'll get scrambled, I'll get over easy, I'll get sunny side up. I know what I'm getting, so can't mess an egg up.
But even when I'm here, if I make a burger here, I'll fry an egg and put an egg on it.
It's disgusting.
I love it.
I'm okay.
It's the best thing ever.
You got it.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make you one. It's gonna be so delicious. You'll be like, what have I been doing all my life?
I mean, I would eat it, but it's not.
Well, you would eat it and you
go-to.
would love it.
Okay.
Yeah, you would be like, this is the best thing I've ever had in my life in terms of a burger with an egg on it. And I'm just saying. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I definitely will toot my own horn, because that and grilled cheese and cornbread and eggs.
Okay.
What else can I make?
Hey, I'll try just about anything.
And try anything once.
You know, I'm not a picky eater, so I'll try.
No. This one?
Yeah.
This one's so picky. Like, I thought I was picky. This one is picky. He's so picky. No. Let me tell you how picky he is.
Okay.
Let me tell you how picky he is. He's so picky that when he was a kid, you know how you can give a kid a piece of candy?
Yeah.
Like, they just eat candy.
Mm-hmm.
This one wouldn't even try any new candy. Like, if he hadn't... I don't even know how he first decided if he wanted candy, but if it was like, hey, little Pete, you want a piece of candy? He's like, what kind of candy is it? Like, what kid asked that? And then he was like, it's Jolly Rancher. Nah.
Was it the color or just...
I don't know. The only type of candy I eat is chocolate bars. And then the only thing I don't eat is like cheese.
The only thing you don't eat. You eat... Okay.
I eat pizza.
No. He swears that he doesn't like cheese, right?
I eat pizza. That's it.
Cheese.
Yeah, it's
But I know, but like I don't like cheese on sandwiches.
and he loves cheese pizza.
I haven't had cheese pizza in a long
Yeah, that's
time.
just because I'm just saying you love cheese pizza.
Is it like the cheese with the sauce in the bread that you like?
No, because he won't eat lasagna.
No, yeah.
But lasagna and pizza are basically the same thing.
It's a texture thing then.
I don't know what it is,
I don't like
but he's
cheese
weird.
on
But he
sandwiches, on burgers, or like just like, no.
Yeah, but tell him what we think
What do you mean?
About what?
about him and his cheese thing.
That I'm faking it?
Yeah, we think that he actually likes cheese,
Oh.
but that he's made this, drawn this line in the sand, and he's sticking to it.
I'm just gonna be different. I don't like cheese.
He's sticking
It
to it.
doesn't make you sick or anything. Does it? Okay.
He won't eat it on burgers. He won't eat it on sandwiches. Like, I can't eat a sandwich that doesn't have cheese on it. It's not a sandwich to me. It's just an abomination, basically.
Yeah, most sandwiches I gotta have some cheese on. If it's an option, I want some cheese.
Exactly. You gotta have cheese. Gotta put
Mm-hmm.
cheese. Do you like your cheese melted or not melted?
I like it like medium. If it's
Medium?
melted, it's too thinned out.
Mm-hmm.
I want it just enough that it grips the sandwich and it stays thick. Because if you melt it, it just thins out.
Like you do, you know how when people grill and then they
Mm-hmm.
got the burgers on the grill and they put the cheese on the burger on the grill.
Yeah, I don't want the cheese to melt all the way down the side. I don't want that. Because it thins out on the burger. Next thing you know, you can see the burger through the cheese.
Yeah,
It's not the same.
yeah, I like it. I like to put mine on because the burgers are hot when they come off the grill. So I like to when it comes off the grill that I put it on there and it kind of melts it a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's how I like mine. But everybody they laugh at me because I was like I don't put Bear's like, who wants cheese on their burger? Don't put cheese on mine. I put my own cheese on it.
Just give it to me hot.
Exactly, and I put my own
the
cheese
cheese on it. Yeah.
I have my bun and everything all put together, and then as soon as the burger comes off, put it on there, slap it on.
There you
we're
go.
Good to go. That's how I like it.
What
But
about cheese on your hot dogs?
I have done cheese on my hot dogs.
Your grilled hot dogs.
I have never done cheese on grilled hot dog.
How do you like your grilled hot dog? How do you like your grilled hot dog?
I like it. Not all the way burnt, but just enough. Like, I don't know.
If it was a 1 to 10, 1 being pink, 10 being black, dark,
7.
7.
He likes a little bit of cancer with his hot dog. Although I like mine about there too, so I can't.
I'm about a 7.
I
8.
can't. I like it. I like it because when you grill, and we like charcoal. We're charcoal grillers.
Okay.
So we like that. We just want to taste that
flavor.
Yeah, that brick of cancer. We want to taste it all inside.
Did I tell you about the time where we went to the fair or like the game in Mississippi and they were selling hot dogs and I got one and it turned out it was boiled.
Mm-hmm.
They boiled a hot dog in the middle of summer. It wasn't grilled. It disappointed.
After the game?
Yes.
What is wrong with them?
I was very disappointed, like, for the rest of the night.
Why would they boil it at a game? You're supposed to grill it.
Yeah.
In the summertime.
Exactly.
Especially in the summertime. At a stadium? It was a Mississippi State game?
Nah, it was like it was at a stadium though, but it was just
Okay, it's at a stadium. It's got to be grilled.
Yeah.
Got to be grilled.
Somebody need to be fired that day.
Yeah,
I opened it.
That makes you, that mess up your whole day. You be looking at it like, what?
I just paid how much for this hot dog? Oh no.
And then you're in Mississippi, so you're thinking, there's no way. Your thing is, I mean, it doesn't even cross your mind. You're like, okay, it's obviously going to be grilled. I don't, why would it be anything else?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that would make me go. I don't know what just happened. Being at a game and they give me a boiled hot dog. And speaking of games, are you ready for your game this weekend?
No.
Why not?
I'm trying to figure out the best way not to be cold.
Just wrap up. So it's in Pennsylvania, about Pittsburgh, where we're going.
Okay.
And
you playing basketball?
Soccer.
Okay, you playing soccer.
So it's gonna be outside.
It says 47, but
yeah, but that's 47 high.
Yeah, so I know.
To the rest of the day,
You do a lot of running.
It might be snowing.
You be doing a lot of running, so you should be okay.
Well, I'm not worried about like my legs, or I'm worried about my hands and my feet, because those get cold easily, and like once they get like, especially my feet, once they get cold, like it's like my toes just stick together, so I can't really like do anything I would like to with the ball. And then my hands are like, once my hands go, it's just,
you can't really do anything about your feet, but you can about your hands.
Yeah, that's why I was looking for gloves today. I couldn't find any though.
Sissy gloves.
I'ma just like try to find some at like Sam's. That was the last place I saw they had a pair.
Didn't we? I thought we got you some gloves. What happened to those?
They don't work.
What do you mean?
Like, will you give me the gloves? Like,
with the little holes in them.
Yeah.
So when you run, the air goes through.
Wind and all that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All this high techness. When I was growing up, we ain't even
gloves
weren't even invented.
Knee pads? What?
We ain't had no gloves. What is this? We just run out there and shoveled snow with our fingers.
Yeah.
That was you should. All right. Well, what about so the only thing you're worried about is being cold. Everything else you got down.
Yeah, I need to stretch. Like,
yeah, you just start stretching now.
A good hour stretch. I'm gonna have my mom do that, but I'm like in the right mind state and everything. Like,
okay.
So
I mean, you got taller, so that's good.
Yeah, stronger. So
got taller.
Stronger as well, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you definitely got taller. I'm with you on that one.
So I'm okay. I know what I can do and what I can't do. So I just gotta.
What you can't do, there's no such thing.
See, the thing is that everyone has strengths and weaknesses, and when you're at a tryout,
you know what? I have heard about such things as weaknesses. I haven't experienced those myself, but I've heard of them. So I'm with you. I'm with you.
So does the cold weather affect your gameplay?
Yes, I hate the cold. I cannot play.
Well,
I don't want to say
he wants to go play in Pennsylvania.
Well, at this point, it's like wherever I can.
So when people say, "Why'd you miss the ball?" you say, "Cause I was cold."
When people say, "Why'd you miss the ball?" I mean, that's never happened to me. I don't miss balls.
So when you're cold, what is it that is not right in your gameplay? If it's too cold,
I'm thinking about the weather and not about the actual game. Like, I'll be playing the game and then like but in my head I'm like, it's really this cold. Like, you remember that game, that tournament?
It was 13. Coming to the Tottenham tournament?
No, it wasn't that cold in the Tottenham tournament.
Yeah, it was. It was 13 degrees.
I wasn't that cold.
I was.
I was that cold at the nighttime. No, not
standing there.
No, I'm talking about the tournament we had recently. Remember when you had to hop the fence to stretch and everything? You remember that? We had it, and then we had a game at like a boys and girls club. It was on turf, and the ball kept going over the fence. And it was real cold, like real cold.
I don't know.
Oh, well, yeah. Like, during that game, like, I had everything going. right? Hat, gloves, all that. Oh, what's that tournament we played? You remember we played Calvert in the championship or the game to get to the championship? You remember that tournament?
Yeah.
You remember the first game of that tournament? It was in the morning.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
That
in
game,
Annapolis. Yeah, because it was right by the water.
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually colder. I think because that wind was coming through there. That was freezing.
And like we were playing good. Like I was playing decent, but like all I was thinking about was how cold it was. I couldn't think of anything else.
I didn't like to pull anybody out because you're on the sideline. I had everybody like doing stretches and stuff on the sideline, but it was cold. So you would if you weren't out there running, it's worse for the coaches and the spectators because we're just sitting there.
Still. Yeah.
I tried to move, but there's not. You can only move so much, especially when we're trying to talk to each other about tactics and stuff. You kind of got and you try to walk up, but every time you have a question, you stay out. Man, it was freezing. I remember that. It was. That one was cold because in Annapolis, it was at 7:00 in the morning, 7 or 8. And so the sun. It was in the winter, so the sun barely had gotten up. That wind was coming off that water. Oh man!
Don't let a soccer ball come at you fast and hard.
Oh man! So the refs did do good then, didn't they? Let some of the air out of it, so it wasn't so hard.
Yeah, and they let us wear hats and stuff.
They let them wear hats and gloves and didn't have to have because usually you have to have like the official stuff on, but they allowed them to put. They put like jackets under their shirt, under their jerseys, and stuff like that, so they weren't, because it was freezing. We were just looking at the weather the whole time. We were like, and the refs were frozen. I remember that's all everybody talked about. It was so cold. That one was cold. And I was warm everywhere except for my feet because I had on my my big coat. That thing is nice and warm. That thing's toasty. It was. Do you remember that time when I surprised you guys and took you to the Redskins game? You remember that?
You didn't surprise us. You told us where you were going.
No, I didn't tell you were going to the game. I told you were going to we were going to the stadium to pick up something or something. Remember, and when we got outside the stadium, then I popped the tickets out and was like, "We're going in." Remember?
Well, yeah, I do, but like.
He's not gonna give you credit.
I know. I'm saying, it's like for business history. You really had no idea we were going to the game.
How old was I had to be because like if you take me to the stadium, like you being the person you are, I know we're not going to the stadium just to go pick up something.
Yeah, because remember I said I was meeting my friend Chris. He showed up there, and we had to do something. I said, while we're here, we might as well walk around the stadium and look at it and stuff because they had statues and everything out there. And I was like, okay. And then I was really looking for our entrance area, and when I found it, then I was like, pop out the tickets, and I was like, we're going in. Yeah, we went in. You don't remember that?
You don't remember that?
No, but I do remember going to the game.
Oh
I
my
definitely
goodness. Okay, well you were definitely surprised and excited.
I didn't know that it was a surprise. I don't remember the surprise.
Oh my goodness! See,
you were excited to go to the game, though, right?
Yeah, I was very traumatized.
Why? Oh, because we were up high and the shaking and stuff.
No, well that because that happened at the Mississippi State game too. Mm-hmm. But apparently at stadiums they don't have urinal walls, and I did not realize that.
What's a urinal wall?
Well, like at the urinals, and then it's like a wall there, and then the urinals.
Oh! So when you can see
just straight urinals.
Well, you just look straight
down.
You just look straight down.
Yeah, they used to have them in schools. Remember? It used to be like that.
Yeah, there was one big trough wall.
One trough thing. That's how you be. There weren't separate urinals. It was just one big trough, like a
elementary school. You didn't think much about it. You were all just playing around with each other and
I remember
laughing. But as you get older, you want that wall of privacy, personal space.
Yep, in between. But not at football stadiums, apparently.
You just look straight down or straight up.
I remember. So I did meet my friend Chris at that game, but the only reason I bought him a ticket too, was because I knew that, you know how kids, when they go to the sporting events, they always want to go to get something to eat and go to the bathroom and all that kind of stuff. And I'm afraid of heights.
Okay.
And we were up in the 400s. And I'll be afraid, but if I get there and I just stay there, I'm fine. Ain't no walking up and down, nothing once I get up. Because if I go down, I ain't going back up. I ain't coming back.
Okay.
So I brought him along. So if they need to go do something, you know.
You stay stationary.
Yeah, I stayed. And I paid for his ticket. So, you know, he was like, okay. So he would take them whenever they need to get something to eat or go use the bathroom.
How old were you at the time?
I want to say like 10 or 11, maybe.
Okay,
So-
not that long ago.
Yeah, it was about 2010, 2011. So, yeah, he about that.
Yeah, one of those. I don't
Yeah,
really remember.
Yeah, but yeah, they were surprised. They were like, because Renee and I would go to games all the time, but you know, I was like, they're too young to be taking them to these games, and they ain't, you know, kids, they ain't gonna pay attention. Why am I gonna pay all this money? They ain't gonna pay attention. But so I this time I decided to take them to the game. And you know, we got off, like we rode the metro. I can't remember what I told him to get him on the metro. We got him on the metro, and then we got off at the stop. You know, I have to walk that mile up the hill, and the whole time I was like, "Hey, we're up here," because they were meeting somebody or something. But they're kids, so I could say, you know, like that wouldn't work now. But they were kids, and I was like, "Oh, we got to meet somebody, you know, over here."
But everything, you're talking about FedEx Field, right?
Yep.
Everything there is a long walk.
Yeah, everything.
There is no short walk from anywhere to everything is a long walk. Minimum 100 yards.
Have you ever parked there?
Yeah.
You parked there?
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't see myself parking there. There's too many people. And it would take forever to get out.
Well, whenever I park in the parking lot, I just wait until the crowd goes down.
And then leave.
And then leave, yeah. Because, I mean, I think I tried it once when everybody left. You just sitting there in traffic. People honking.
That would drive me crazy.
Yeah, so it's just best to find some friends, kind of sit there, hang out for a little bit, wait for the traffic to go down, then you leave.
I could probably go back to a game now. Because I don't know. Could I make that walk, you think?
No.
From the metro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about now. You know, with my injury.
Oh, I mean,
I don't know if I probably could. I don't know. That would be a thing. That would be a test. Like if I could make that walk,
yeah,
then that would be a test that I'm.
It's a good.
And it's uphill.
Yeah. I don't know, because I every time I see it, people say I'm walking from the metro. I'm walking from the metro. I'm like, golly, that's a long walk, but they walk it like nothing.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody's talking. Everybody's kind of focused on the same thing.
And the walk will go so quick.
Yeah.
It'll go so quick. Because if I have to walk that type of distance, usually I'm talking. Because the thing, everybody is there for the game.
Right.
So no matter who you see, you can talk about
the game.
The
exactly.
game. Or the team.
Everybody's a fan or a fan of the other team.
Yeah. And you get into a conversation, next thing you know, you've just walked a quarter mile.
Exactly.
So
you're talking to them. And sometimes you can always tell when you're on the train too. You know, the people that are going to the game with you. So everybody, you know, and you just start talking to people, and I had the kids, so people kept wanting to talk to them, you know, about them, like, oh, y'all going to the game? And they were like, no, we're not going to the game.
It's Sunday, game day. I remember I went to Giant, and I had my Redskins t-shirt on. It was after we played, I want to say Dallas. I went to Giant. I had my t-shirt on. And for some reason, people just want to start talking to you about the Redskins. I was just trying to get a loaf of bread.
Trying to get home.
What do you think about that game? Oh, tough loss, wasn't it? Yeah. What do you think about the coach? Is Coach Day? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, everybody, you're talking to people, and everybody's got a, like, if they see you with any kind of Redskin or anything, then they just want to, it's like they feel like, oh, we got this in common. Yeah, I want to talk to you about it.
Especially on game day. Game day, before or after, if you got something Redskins on.
Before it's okay, but after, especially if you lose, man, I don't want to talk about this.
What do you think about that game? I don't know.
Okay. So here's the question: if it's after a loss, and then they're asking you, "What do you think about the game?" What do they think the answer is? How many answers are there? I mean, yeah, it was a great game.
Some people just want to get into a conversation about players and the coach should have called this play and this player needs to go and what do you think about this and what do you think? I'm like, I don't know.
It's kind of funny, especially with coaches. Like being a coach, I understand. Like, people the decisions you make can be a genius decision or cannot be a genius decision, but it's all in the outcome of the play.
Mm-hmm.
If you call a trick play, you call a crazy thing. If it works, then you're a genius.
Right.
If it doesn't work, then they're like, why would he do that?
Well, my thing is, anytime somebody criticizes a game, football, basketball, any game, they're always criticizing it from their couch or from the stands.
Exactly.
And I'm saying, put yourself in the shoes of the player that's on the field whose vision is only so limited. I say, because us sitting up here in the stands,
you can see everything.
We can see everything. But if you're a quarterback or running back, you can't see the whole 10 feet over to the right. You're giving the play, this is where you're looking, this is where you go. So every time I hear people criticizing, the quarterback should have threw it to so-and-so, I'm like, you saw it, but he probably didn't see it.
Okay, notice like, you do it with 4 350-pound killers
that too.
Running at you.
And you have to think quick on your feet.
And the good ones, the great ones are the ones that can do it consistently.
Mm-hmm.
But, and people talk about how so-and-so is a bad player. The thing is, in any professional sport, if you are a professional athlete, you are actually great. In whatever sport it is, you are a great player compared to the rest of the world. Now, might not be a great player compared to your peers, but compared to everybody else in the world, like the people that did not make a team, there are great players, or great players in terms of in the world that can't even get on a roster. The fact that you even made a roster, a practice squad, or whatever, means that you are a great player.
Yeah, I mean, it also depends on your role. I mean, just like the NBA, you have some great players that are great starters, and then you have some great players who are great role players.
Yep.
That doesn't necessarily mean they're in the starting five, because that's not their strength. Their strength is playing their role in the 5 to 8 minutes the team needs a defensive stand or whatever it is. So it depends on your perception of great. I mean,
we were talking about, I was listening to I think it's Skip and Shannon. They were talking about the Celtics today.
Okay.
And they were like, the Celtics last year, they went to the conference finals, and their young stars, I just did air quotes. This year they've gotten better, and they feel like they want to take on more and play more individualistic, and they're struggling. But last year, when they were just, Kyrie Irving was hurt, and they were all playing their roles. Mm-hmm. Everybody did their job. Everybody knew what they had to do, and everybody did their job. They were, they're good together. But this year, because they are, trying to play hero ball, a little bit more isolation and stuff, they're not doing as well. And I know. Wait, so Little P, are you still a Kyrie fan?
Yeah. The best point guard in the league.
Still?
Since when?
It's a good question.
You think he's better than Chris Paul?
Yes.
In what way?
He has a better dribble than him.
Well, he has the best dribble in the. He's the best ball handler in the league.
Chris Paul has better passing, but Kyrie's passing isn't that far off to where you can say like it's like you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then defense. Chris Paul's like on ball defense is decent, but Chris Paul's defense, like Chris Paul is known as a good defensive player because he can read passing lanes. So that's why. But like, so therefore, I just feel like what's the name, and Kyrie, to me, has a better shot, and he can finish at the rim because you know that's just what he does. So the only other player is Steph, obviously.
Right.
And like right now, Steph has more, like stats wise, because we were comparing it. Steph's like leading in all the stats, but I think Steph has been in the league a little bit longer, and also Steph's team compared to Kyrie's team, like you know what I'm saying, like Kyrie has been on the team with like LeBron. So therefore, he didn't have to play the point guard, like as Steph did, because even like Steph has KD on his team now, but he's still the point guard. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. But I mean, I just like Kyrie. Yeah.
So if LeBron was on the Warriors, do you think he would run point?
I don't know, because like it is Steph's team. Like I don't want to say KD's not. It's Steph's team, but I don't know.
I can answer that.
What?
No.
Okay.
He wouldn't. He doesn't actually want to run point. The only reason he runs point is because he can, and he doesn't. He's not confident in the other people to run point. When Lonzo wasn't hurt, he let Lonzo run point because he likes the way that Lonzo plays. They mesh well together because Alonzo likes to pass to LeBron. He just likes to pass to LeBron, but he wouldn't run. And because he, if he was on the Warriors, he would trust everybody on there because they're all stars, like the whole team.
Talking about Lonzo Ball?
Yeah, Lonzo Ball.
Okay.
But he's hurt now. He should be coming back soon, right? When's he coming back?
I think he did come back.
Right, he came back.
I mean,
because he's a passer. You know, he's not a shooter at all.
Yeah, I haven't been watching the NBA much this season.
I haven't either.
I watched the All-Star Weekend.
I did.
Trash.
I didn't watch any.
Did you watch any of it?
I watched the game.
The game was okay.
Yeah, I liked the game, but I didn't watch anything else.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything. Trash.
I didn't even see who won the dunk contest.
I forgot his name.
Was it a new guy?
He was on the Thunder, I think. I think the guy on the Thunder.
Did he play for the Thunder?
Wait, was it? I think it was Diallo.
Diallo. Who is that?
He plays for the Thunder, I think.
I mean, I don't.
No, I'm saying
He's just known as a good dunker.
Yeah. But that's about it.
But it was when I saw like the dunk contest, they had the judges. When the judges came out, I was like, where'd they get these judges from?
Who were the judges?
Oh gosh, I think was it Gary Payton one of them? No, not Gary Payton. You're gonna have to look it up. I can't remember the names of the judges. It was two WNBA players, Alonzo Mourning.
All right, there we go. Who are these people?
See, that's what I said. Candace
Parker. Okay.
I can't remember her name.
I don't even know who that is. I don't know who that is, or who that is.
And Alonzo Mourning's in the middle.
That is Zoe.
Yeah.
Okay, that is Zoe. That's some David Thompson. Okay, and D Brown.
D Brown. That's
okay.
right.
Yeah, you wouldn't know who they were, would you?
Huh?
You wouldn't know who they were, would you?
Nah, I just know Candace.
You know, they were big in the 90s.
Yeah.
And Alonzo from the Heat.
Alonzo. No, I remember Alonzo.
Is that the guy that won?
Yeah, Lonzo from the Charlotte Hornets.
Did he do that on the first try?
I don't know.
I think he did all his on the first try.
Cause that, or is that one of the? Is that one of the? You got like the offset
Migos.
Migos people. That's one of the Migos people.
Yeah.
I mean, the dunk contest to me isn't really like. I feel like everyone has done everything.
About what can be done.
Well, like, not even in the dunk contest, but like, there's
like just out and around.
there's professional dunkers out there. So like, at some point, it's just like if you can't do, they've been doing the same thing for so long. So it's like the new the professional ones are like,
no, we got to cut it off because, copyright.
Oh, okay. But as far as dunks go, I feel like, they went through the past few years where they had good performances.
Right.
Same dunks you've seen for the last 30 years. A couple new ones, but I think there's an entertainment factor.
Mm-hmm.
There's a flair. It's almost like an X factor per player. It's something they can bring to the table. So it's not just that they're doing the same dunk. I think there are certain other elements added that a player can bring. It's just a matter of finding those players to make it more entertaining.
I liked when remember when Dwight Howard did his, and he put the sticker up on the backboard?
I caught it the first time he did it. I was like, he put his face up there. If they didn't catch it,
they didn't catch it.
They had to rewind it, and they were like, yeah, that's his face. But at that time, they already gave him the score.
Right.
And he wound up losing that year. I think he won the following year.
Yeah, I think he won the following. Yeah, he lost to was it Nate Robinson?
That was 2 years later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember because when Dwight Howard went up, he put his face up there. He lost, but they didn't see it. Gave him the score, and he was like, "I put my face up there," and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's his face."
But too late. I thought that was cool, because he's big.
Mm-hmm.
You don't generally like to see the big ones dunking because they're so big.
Yeah.
But he was actually creative with his bigness.
Yeah.
And because you remember he had him lift the rim to 12 feet, and he dunked on that, and then he'd put his face up there. I can't remember what he did for the last one.
I remember once he did the Superman dunk.
That's right.
Came out
put
of
the cape on there. That's right.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. He did something else.
He got so high he had to throw the ball down.
Mm-hmm. They were like, that wasn't a dunk. That was a dunk.
What was your favorite dunk competition?
Aaron Gordon and what's his name? Zach LaVine.
Oh, that was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, like 2-3 years ago.
They were going back and forth in the
and
finals.
back
Yeah.
and forth.
Y'all just doing good dunks.
Mm-hmm. They were really good.
Yeah, that's probably the best one I've ever
What
seen.
was my guy's name? Played for the Clippers, went to Detroit.
Blake Griffin?
Yeah, he had a good one. He jumped over a car. Well, the front of a car.
Yeah, but it was at the when he did it, it was the showmanship.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Even though he jumped, everybody like, he jumped on the front of the car, but that wasn't even the point. The point was, you got a little choir out there.
Yeah,
the car
that's what I'm saying. You can entertain the crowd. It's a flair that you bring to the court.
And that was cool. Who won the 3-point competition this year?
Joe Harris.
Who won between the Currys?
Steph
won.
Mm-hmm.
Because him and his brother, they had that bet. Whoever beat the other one, well, the loser had to buy game tickets for the other one's family for the rest of their career.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
so Steph won, even though Steph makes more money. I don't know why that was a bet.
I mean, it probably wouldn't even hurt any of it.
No.
They probably wouldn't feel that. But it's, it's, I guess between brothers, it's a thing, and they probably did it too just to bring a little bit more like showmanship, bring a little bit
attention
stakes
to it.
To
Like, who's gonna win?
Because the 3-point competition, can get a little boring, with the people, especially if they start breaking. It's like, and like you see them do the same drill like in practice, and they don't miss. But as soon as you get around all the lights and everything in the 3-point competition, you're gonna be bricking all over.
There was a year, I don't know if you remember, Michael Jordan was one of the judges.
Okay.
It was probably about 7-8 years ago. he would not give anybody a 10. Because he always said, there's room for improvement. It's like 10, 10, 10. 9.
I'm with it.
There's room for improvement.
I'm with them. Well, he was probably, I mean, Michael Jordan, terrible person, but, he feels like he's at the pinnacle. You got to, if you want 10, you got to come with something. That can come with it.
My wife and I, we watch these every year. We love it. Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, going back and forth. But we were like, as entertaining as it is, and of course I'm gonna do this back in the day comment. They didn't get 3-4 tries to dunk. It was like
you had to get it to
one and done.
If you missed it, you was out.
One and done. And then as we came to the 2000s, they're getting all these chances. I was like, why are they getting chances? If you missed it, you missed it. But back then it was like they get up there, done, boom, 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 in every time.
Got it. I mean, you have to do something that you can complete.
Mm-hmm.
Now they can try stuff, and then
you get 3 tries.
And to me, it just it's anticlimactic. When you finally
hit it. Yeah.
It's like, nah.
We already knew what you're gonna do.
Exactly. You remember when they had given the time limit? You got 2 minutes to, get some dunked in.
I vaguely remember that. Yeah.
And they would just be out there just doing stuff and bricking, run over here, bricking, run over there. It's okay. Then you get it, and everybody goes, they probably have some artificial, cheer now, something's going on.
So, yeah.
And everybody would go crazy. And then, it looks cool when you only showed the replay of the one that he made. Mm-hmm. But, shoot, there's 100 that he just missed in a row.
Yeah. There are very few special people who stand out in my memory as far as dunks. Vince Carter, that dunk was phenomenal.
Yeah. That was crazy.
What was that?
Dr. J's.
You remember, last name was Ryder. J.R. Ryder? He was in the early 2000s. I don't think he ever won, though.
No, I don't remember.
He was vicious on the dunks.
There was a few people, that would come out with some crazy, they would think they would actually put some time into it, and they would think.
Nate Robinson, he was what, 5'7", 8?
Yeah, I like to watch him. I like to watch him dunk. I like to watch Spud Webb and Muggsy Bogues. I love to watch them dunk because they do so much in the air because they had all the time in the world going up. They're gonna. He's still rising.
Yeah,
he's still
rising. Going up.
Still going up. Yeah, there's, and then but it's something to be said. Who you think? Zion Williamson's going to enter the dunk contest?
Zion Williamson from
Duke. He's at Duke right now.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Because you just did a dunk contest. Where do you do the dunk contest at?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
I saw it on YouTube, but I didn't
Oh no! It was when he was still in high school. It was last year.
Okay.
It was last year. He was still in high school last year.
All-American one.
Yeah.
Whatever. All his life, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, he could. I don't think he. I mean, it don't really matter.
He might blow out of another shoe. Everybody's talking about he should just shut it down. I mean, I don't know if that's true because that was a freak.
Yeah,
thing.
But still, Nike lost a lot of money on that.
Well, yeah.
They lost a lot
A
of
shoe
money.
exploding.
Mm-hmm.
That's that ain't cool.
Imagine if who is it? Was it Anthony Davis? Whose shoe was that?
I think it was Anthony
Davis shoe.
Imagine that being your shoe, and
it explodes.
And it explodes. You're like, oh, there goes my money.
Yeah, what? What happened? But I don't know because he's still in college, so it wouldn't be any special made. It would just be him have to buy it off the street.
Yeah.
But still, that's not a good look.
It was during a high-profile game.
Yeah. Well, any of their games would be high.
I mean, if it was just something that
it was because it was UNC. It was a UNC game.
It came on prime time.
That's right, and he had to, and it exploded, and he had to leave the game.
If it would have been like Saturday afternoon, it would have been like, pfft. But it came on prime time.
That's right, it came out prime time.
I mean,
And Obama was there.
I feel like
Obama was there too?
Yes, and he said his shoe broke. They got him in slow motion saying it. His shoe
That's
broke.
crazy. But that is wild. Like that. I mean, can you imagine that? Has that ever happened before?
in the NBA, yeah.
Oh, it has happened in the NBA.
Not.
They played too many games.
Yeah, it must not have been a high profile game. I don't
It was
remember.
just like the shoe, it was like the shoe exploded, and everyone was it exploded.
You know.
But we'll just go get in. He got like 10 of them. Over
Yeah,
there.
they got more in the back.
Go grab one of the other ones.
Luckily, he wasn't injured from it, so that would have been really bad if he was injured.
So would you shut it down or would you go to the tournament?
I would go through. You just play through.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Because I mean, March Madness is like I don't really watch college basketball throughout the year.
Yeah, I don't either.
But the tournament, I love the tournament. Like the tournament is like,
They playing to win.
yeah, it's one and done. You're done. Like you got
Mhm.
every game is important. I can watch it because every game is important.
Yeah.
Like NFL playoffs. Every game is important.
And I'm always cheering for the underdog. Them 1-16, I'm always going for 16.
Didn't the 16 win last year for the first time?
I think so.
Beat Virginia, right?
I can't remember what team it was. I think so.
Yeah, I think finally for like the first time in history, a 16 beat a 1. And I think that's what it was. But yeah, it's I'd love it because there's so many buzzer beaters go down to the wire, and my bracket it's always busted the first day.
I haven't done a bracket in years.
I used to do them for I think the last few years we've done them together, right, as a family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've done family ones because I quit doing them with like in pools.
Co-workers, yeah.
Yeah, because I have a problem. If Mississippi State is in the tournament,
You got it, Bo.
I always pick them, and they're terrible. Well, not terrible, but they're not winning.
Mm-hmm.
And I either pick them or take them way too far. And if you do a team like that, the rest of your bracket is toast because you just wasted, all that time, with that pick. And so all the other ones that came behind it that actually won, you lose all those points. And
Back in the late 90s to early 2000s, I would always do like 3 brackets, and one of them would always be Duke, no matter what. Duke at the end. I won twice doing that.
When I did that, I would make one, like I would do a few of them, and I would always bring the number. The first one I'd bring the number ones through every time, and then I go back from there and start switching it up based on who I thought. But it's in the you can have what you feel, but a tournament is a different feeling, and it's a different thing. Teams win that you don't think just because on that day they brought it.
Yeah.
And you never know who's going to bring it. It's the weirdest thing. It's crazy. But Doug, thank you for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
It's been
This was fun.
lots of fun talking about crazy stuff, talking about back in the time, back in the day. And for the listeners, remember, this may be for number 5, but we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on SoundCloud, we're on Facebook, Spreaker, all over the place. So check us out.
Do you have like the question of the day or something?
No,
Oh.
we had never done that. I don't even think we thought about doing that with the guests, but because our format is mostly just us two, then when we bring in a guest, it's we just kind of put them into our format.
Okay.
So we haven't. But if people like it and it takes off, then who knows what we'll do. Sky is the limit. So anyway, thanks for coming over, Doug. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Little P, it's always fun because I see you every day. All right, we'll see you on Friday for the live one.